So I've stopped sharing, right? So now it's just your
Yep, we
screen
are
still.
live. All right, guys, we are live over here. Isa and Julian, we're going to talk about what's happening with the crypto market. Crypto market is bleeding. There's so many assets out there that are just dying meaning that they are just going to the downside. And Isa here has some really good charts on chart dominance. What are the dominant in terms of crypto? Which ones are going up? Which ones are going down? Which ones are losing market capitalization? So Isa, take it away and show the viewers what
Sure.
you're seeing.
Thank you. Good morning, Giuliano. So right here, I'm gonna share my screen. Can you guys see me now? All right. So what we're looking at right here on coin360.com, it shows you the dominating coins and the market caps right here. We see Bitcoin is bleeding like crazy, but Ethereum is actually still in the green. Like we were talking about yesterday, Ethereum is kind of sucking the oxygen out of the room for all the other altcoins. And when you see a Bitcoin dominance go crazy and then the Ethereum dominance go crazy after that, the next one setting up is going to be the altcoins. So we're going to have a really big altcoin run, but right now everything is in retrace mode. If you look at, I want to show you guys one more thing. Okay, here we go. So if we're going to look at the dominance chart, and right here is the dominance chart for Ethereum. If you ever want to look this up, just go to tradingview.com, eth.d, and that'll give you the chart right here. So this is going to be a monthly chart. You can see for the past few months, Ethereum has actually been in what we like to call a cup and handle. It looks like it's going to be completing that soon and also gaining more market cap and dominance as well.
Yeah, or
So it
round
went,
bottom, right? So you have this
yeah.
round bottom, but you did have the monthly here. You have the inverse head and shoulder that broke out, and it's just going to continue to the upside.
And then if you look on the right-hand side, it shows what the difference is between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Bitcoin for the past few months, it's been going down in dominance. So it had up to 70, now it's at 46 with the break of the inverse, with the break of the head and shoulder, excuse me.
So what does that mean, Isa, for the viewers out there? What does 70, 50, means? Is that the
Sure.
percentage?
That is the percentage of people pouring their money into Bitcoin over other altcoins. So the dominance is basically how much of the market it owns. And right now you're seeing Bitcoin go down because we had that crazy run up to 60,000 right now. It's just probably going to go down a little bit more. Ethereum is going up, and after Ethereum is done doing this, that's when the real altcoin rally is going to start, and that's what's really exciting because we're going to see gains like we saw back in 2008, 2017 or so, which is in the hundreds of percentages. But a lot of them are going to run, a lot of them are going to go down. We'll just keep our eye on it. So I'll send it back to you, Giuliano.
Perfect. No, thank you, Isa, for sharing this. This is a fantastic information. Let's take a look at the market in general now, and let's see, who is up, who is down, and where should we have our money in, right? Well, I have a very good diversification, and when I talk to anybody about buying or selling, again, we're not financial advisor, but a good strategy for myself, and you guys do whatever you believe is right for your investment strategy. I like to diversify, so I have a running list over here of several of the coins that I own and some that I watch. And if we look over here on the watch list, pretty much everything is red except two that is standing out. This one here is Doji. So Doji is very speculative, and I don't own any Doji because I didn't think this was going to go anywhere. But as you can see, Doji has, so Elon Musk. Now we have the Twinkle brothers that are talking about uh, Gemini. Who is the Gemini co-founder? They're talking about here the Tyler Winklevoss. So they just announced that they are going to support Doji, and they are supporting Doji. So we're seeing some massive adoption of this Dogecoin, which is fun, and exciting, but it's pretty much has no meaning. But we're seeing that it is having meaning. Now, the other one that is very interesting that is also going up is the Atari. As you can see here, we have pointing this out several times that I am in Atari myself. I have money on this one, and it's basically consolidating, it breaks out, consolidating, it break out, and we're seeing this right now. He
Yeah,
had this
nice
massive move.
30%,
How much?
about 32% move.
So 32% move in one day here, guys. So from yesterday to today, and we have a big volume breakout here. So this has a great potential to go to the upside here. If this breaks, what kind of move are we talking about? So this is a rough estimate here. We're talking about a 20 cents to the upside. So what does that mean? That should take us to about at least 70 cents. So this move here should continue to the upside. It should take us to about 70 cents. You get to the high over here about 65 cents. So you probably have a little bit of a hard time going in, just like you did on this one over here. It got to the top here, it had some retracement, and then it just took off. So I'm just watching this one very closely, and I'm heavily invested on this one. So I like Atari, and I like the pattern. The other one that I really like as well is BNB, right? So this is the Binance coin, and as Isa has pointed out, Ethereum had a double bottom, and then it took off. Well, Binance is doing the exact same thing. Look at it. It has an inverse double bottom, right? So look at that. It has an inverse double bottom. It actually broke out, and then it's retracing to about right there. Now, if you are an investor and you carefully take a look at your moves, what we're talking about over here is an entry point of about right here where it is right now. So let's say you enter at 635, your stop loss has to be somewhere around here, which is about 560, and then your target is in at least twice your stop loss. So this can do exactly what Ethereum did. It can run to the upside. Now, one thing that I do like to warn the investors out there is that this is a very reliable pattern, but it's a 70% reliability, right? So you need to account for the times where it's not going to go against you. And I can show you a perfect example of that, where I actually entered this one waiting for it to continue, but it didn't go. So I think XLM. So XLM had a beautiful double bottom or round. So you can see here a round bottom, right? It was a round bottom or a double bottom, if you want to call it. He actually retraces back. I enter somewhere around here. He made a nice run to the upside, but then it just crashes. So you really have to watch out for these patterns, because sometimes the underlying instrument is doing well, but if the entire market, which is Bitcoin or Ethereum, if they are soaring, these guys will soar with it. It will go down with it. So pay attention when your investments. Pay attention when you are making your risk to reward. Isa, take it away.
And
What else would you
that's,
like to share?
I couldn't agree more, and that's just something that I wanted to add to, is just risk management is really the way you're going to profit in any market. Is risk management. It's not always about your wins, it's about how you protect your money. So we'll see a lot of high probability patterns play out, but when they don't, you need to find a way to get out of that market quickly. So
Perfect. I like what you're saying. So I like this. Let me just share one more item over here as a final talk of the day here. So I just got involved into this Cointelegraph news over here. I found that this is actually a really good news website that talks about top news, and it's interesting news that is coming out over here. You see the top news here is that former U.S. Treasurer joins Ripple board. So we're having, Ripple kind of starting seeing the end of its lawsuit. It's been in a lawsuit with the United States federal court for several months, if not years, and now we're seeing that things seems to be looking good on Ripple. We should see some upside on Ripples. And then anything else that pops up over here in our radar. So blockchain transforming. So this is another one that I was looking at that has some significance. Have this blockchain trading platform called INX. It completes 125 million SEC approved for a token IPO. So there's other blockchains over here and other crypto news that are just soaring, but the markets are going down. So what do you make out of it? Isa, so if you're looking at the news, if you're
Mhm.
looking at what's happening over here, what's going on? Are
I
we
think
gonna
this.
end the bull market here, or are we still gonna continue to the upside?
No, we're definitely going to continue to the upside. This has been something that's been boiling for the past few years. I think there's going to be major, massive adoption. If you look at companies like eBay, they're starting an NFT marketplace, and all these different companies like S&P, they just added a crypto index today for the first time. So a lot of big companies are joining. We're still in the early stages. There will be another bear market. It's just part of the cycle, but it's going to be a while.
Perfect. Thank you, Isa. I appreciate all the viewers out there. Please invest with care. Be careful on your investments. Do good risk management. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.